my first time battling. All right. All right, why are you guys battling each other?
She's white.
She's white. Okay.
I don't know.
All right, okay. Have you guys ever battled before? Yeah? Okay. All right, this is gonna be very good. Do you guys get babysitters or?
Yes.
No, oh yeah, you don't have kids, right? Oh, you do? Fuck them kids. All right, let's go. Who wants to go first?
Let Karen go.
Okay.
Okay, Gavanita. So Fabiola exclusively dates older men. So some people might call her a sugar baby. That is until they have to eat her pussy. Then she's known as the sour baby. She'll probably get your pH checked if at least she's not a basic bitch.
Ray's sense of humor is like the Ohio weather where she's from. She's always confused, very unpredictable, and mostly cloudy.
Accurate. Fabiola looks like a mutated Ava Mendes, only like plus all the autism and minus the tits and ass.
Thank you, Karen. Call me petite. So, Grace has a half-black husband, right? Which means that she didn't have a big enough ass to get a real black man.
Well, then decide for yourselves. But actually, Fabiola came here because he thought it was giving out free BBLs, not RBL. So, yeah. So Fabiola can clearly afford Ozempic. Looking good. Which just makes it even more sad that she chooses bulimia.
Oh man, poor Grace. She moved out from Ohio to Miami for better opportunities. No, this Karen was just looking for a Trader Joe's.
I'm a Karen, you look like you would ask for the manager if your iced coffee was too cold. Fabiola dresses nicely, but she really doesn't have to because all of the men she preys upon at the dementia wards, they won't remember what she wore today.
Going back to her black husband, he has swagger. She has a Costco membership, but lately she leveled up and started buying from Ross.
Actually, it's from the thrift store. So Fabiola throws lavish parties for her dog. That's because she's the only one willing to go down on her. And after she added the peanut butter, she was the only one able to get her an orgasm.
I love my dogs. Sorry to say, I love my dogs. Grace's definition of being bougie, and this I know because I've seen your hair, is buying shampoo from the flea market.
Fabiola looks like she's from Whoville, but the only thing the Grinch stole was her ass.
Thankfully, it was only the Grinch. I'm gonna be a little disgraceful, unlike her cousin was to her when she was 9.
Fabiola does a lot of traveling, but the only thing that has jet lag is her face.
So Grace has no passport, something that to me is quite enlightening, because the only borderline she's crossing is Broward.
That's actually true.
All right, guys, give it up for them. Yeah. We're gonna make fun of you. All right, what do we think? That was good. That was your first time roasting with Roast Battle, right? Roasting ever?
No.
You've done it before. Good job, guys. I'm very, very impressed. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to our judges.
I thought they were great. I thought Grace came out swinging. Yeah, what about you, Eddie?
I think Grace number 2 did really good. Based on what the crowd reacted, I have to give to Grace, but Fabiola had some really good jokes in there.
Thank you.
That was actually really entertaining. I didn't know how two ugly people could roast each other. And it was an equal battle, you know? It's like, it was crazy. Don't worry, she'll be next. We can roast her. It's all good. It's all love. It's all love, honestly. It's all love. I grew up ugly too. No, but in the chat, Matt had said that Grace was roasting Fabiola, and I didn't know there was another Grace because I've been the only Grace in the scene for such a long time. So I actually wrote something about you. Can I tell you? All right. When we met Fabiola, she said she was Italian, and then she offered to take a picture, and immediately it felt like the scene from the movie Taken. Like, yeah, I'm convinced Fabiola was a Fabian and just stopped transitioning halfway. You can write jokes about her in the back and 20 minutes. Grace reminds me of the girl you wish you'd never talked to at a party. Fabiola came into the scene and all of a sudden was just, you could watch her. She takes pictures of everyone and she never posts them. Question, how many times have you masturbated to Paco? I know he's your boy. All right, last but not least, that is a fact, last but not least, if you guys don't know Paco, I thought that was Paco. Just like him. You look like Paco 5.0. You look like what Paco wish he was. All right, last one. Fabiola randomly came to the U.S. from Italy. Dumbest move, second to start in comedy. Actually, this was a pleasure. You guys were actually really good. Grace, I'm so glad that you are the Grace from Broward and also carry the booty. That's fucking dope. It was, I feel like I know who won, in my opinion, but I also wanted to defer to the audience. I just kind of, with a round of applause, who do you think, for the people who thought Fabiola won, start clapping.
Grace wants my job.
Make some noise for, all right, make some noise if you thought Grace won that one. Yeah. I'm for the people, so I'm gonna have to give it to Grace number 2.
Number 2.
But very good, actually, both of you guys. Very good. Hell yeah.